Well, ladies and gents, turns out I was right. I knew this. Hate to say, I told you so. No one hates to say they told you so when they say that. No one. I was right, and anyone else, most people were right about this. The Matrix Resurrections would have moved on without Lana Wachowski if she didn't volunteer to direct. So there you go, like, clear cut. Absolutely clear cut. From the horse's mouth, actually. The producer of Matrix Resurrections, the producer who's worked on all of the films, has come out and stated this to be the case. So yeah, we were 100% right. It was pretty much signposted in the film itself. But you've got to respect the absolute, and I'm going to, there's a pun here, I've got to respect the absolute balls of Lana Wachowski to sit there and say, include basically stuff that was, you know, towards Warner Brothers and her in the movie, and just say, you were just going to move on without us anyway, so here's the film. And now, I think that absolutely adds credence to the discussion that this film was sabotaged. I think it absolutely was sabotage. I think they went in there with this writer's room and genuinely portrayed the notion that they were trying to make this massive, epic, awesome film. And Warner Brothers was like, yeah, awesome, yeah, let's do it. But they were actually sabotaging it. Because listen to this interview, right? If you've watched The Matrix Resurrections, you might remember a scene where the character Smith, played by Jonathan Groff, takes a jab at Warner Brothers possibly leaving Lana and Lily Wachowski, the originators of the Matrix franchise, behind to direct another Matrix film. Well, it turns out that's not just hyperbole. So in a recent interview with Collider, Resurrections producer James McTeague admits that Warner Brothers had plans to assign a different director. McTeague has worked on all of the Matrix films and stated that the money-making capability of a fourth Matrix film meant that there was always talk. However, when Lana Wachowski jumped at the chance to direct, the studio quickly said yes, as it just made sense to have the original director on board. Now, this is the direct quote. It's not nonsense, like it's the absolute direct quote. Look, I think when you've had a franchise with that much potential money-making capability, there's always talk. It's in the same way that the Marvel Universe repeats and turns in on itself, or you have Spider-Man, or you have Iron Man, or Thor, said McTeague. There's always potential to update those movies just because of the possibility of making the money and telling new stories. I shouldn't say it's just a purely fiscal thought. It is. But yeah, look, there was versions out there, but they hadn't landed on the right version. So when Lana eventually came back around and said, look, I'm interested in making another movie, of course they went with a filmmaker who was the genesis of The Matrix. Now, the article then notes that since the release of The Matrix Resurrections in theatres and on HBO Max, the critical and fan reception has been mixed. Despite this, Warner Brothers wants to keep the franchise going with a fifth movie, and they want Lana Wachowski to return as confirmed by the studio's CEO Ann Sarnoff. Why the fuck are you making another one? Why? That had a $2 million budget, and it's not even broken $70 million in its opening weekend worldwide. Why are you making another one, Warner Brothers, you absolute twats? What is going on here? What? What is going on? Am I living in the Twilight Zone where you can just fail up and just keep making money? What the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on? Now, there is the potential, ladies and gents, that this isn't actually going to happen, right? They talk a good talk, right? But is it going to happen? Well, we'll wait and see, I guess. Oh, dear God. I just don't get it. Well, I'm living in the Twilight Zone here. But seriously, if this isn't self-sabotage, I don't know what is. I mean, look, it's probably not self-sabotage, because at the end of the day, Lana... they want Lana to return. It's not confirmed that she's returning, but they want her to return. But to sit, I mean, my God. to actually have that lines of dialogue in the film. The fact that Warner Brothers is like, yeah, man, that's great. Oh, you're so messy. You're so cool. Yeah, definitely include conversations that reflect on us in a really spiteful way. Definitely, that's so cool, man. What is Warner Brothers is run by absolute idiots. Fuck me. I honestly don't get this at all. So yeah, 100% that it was made in spite, I guess. In spite of Warner Brothers, in spite of the fans, to spite everyone. And you know, the fact that absolutely they would have 100% moved on, doesn't it just sound like they wanted to come back just to go, no, this is ours, we're going to come back and do this. But the fact that they want to make a fifth one, I cannot believe that. Oh my god. Warner Brothers wants to keep the franchise going with a fifth movie. Of what? This utter trollop crap. Well, it makes for some fun content, I guess. And they actually want Lana Wachowski to return. Do they just like pissing money up the wall? Weren't they bought by a new company? It was like a new merger. Discovery? Was it Discovery? AT&T sold them off. Why are they... I could have sworn they sold them off, didn't they? Yeah, they did. What is Discovery doing? Discovery, get a handle on your people. Real bad. To me, it just looks like self-sabotage. And if she signs up, then I'm wrong, right? Or they've just offered her a truckload of money. But then why would you do that after it's just monumentally bombed? What's wrong with these people? Now, I had the same kind of and don't think I'm just randomly hating on Matrix, because I had the same kind of reaction when Dune Part 2 was announced. And I loved Dune. I thought it was a great film. But I had the same reaction. I was like, why? Because it didn't make any money. Like, it's not done well. And they're like, yep, we're making another one straight away. What is going on? Hollywood is absolutely just doing some money laundering right now, isn't it? It's just a wash. They're just washing dirty money somewhere. Has to be. Oh, good God. Anyway, there you go. This is so meta, they actually included conversations with Warner Brothers spitefully in the movie. Nonsense. Just nonsense.